Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Oh my gosh, it has been so long. You wanna know why? Because life, honey, has happened. So I have recorded this video, right? And it was just a really long video. And I was like, you know what? Let me do a short series about living in New York for these 2 years, out here trying to pursue my dreams. And we'll do it like that. So this first part of story time is going to talk about the eviction. Oh, scared me when I just said it, right? Because never in my life would I have thought that I would get evicted anywhere, okay? So we're going to start from inspiration to get there to where I was at. So let's just say not 2 years. I graduated college, and that next month I was like, you know what? I just want to hit them streets of New York. I want to go and be on Broadway today, okay? Can't nobody tell me nothing, and let me go. So I took a day with one of my friends, and we traveled to New York. And we just started looking for jobs. I was giving out my resume to like all these different places and found a establishment that was doing interviews on the spot. So I was like, oh yes, let me go and let me do that job. So I went, gave them my application, did the interview, got the job, boom, on the spot. I was like, Lord, this must really be meant that I got this job. Mind you, I had no place to stay because I live in Philadelphia, okay? So, and no money because I just graduated like college, like literally a month ago. So those things happen, and I like call my mom. So my mom's like making things happen. She's calling cousins out there to see if I could stay. And so I wound up staying with one of my cousins for like 3 months out there while I'm working at this restaurant. So 2 months into working at the restaurant, I was making absolutely nothing. I'm telling you guys, like because I was having my own food because I didn't want to eat any of her food. It was so little space in there because there was a lot of us in there, and I was making so little, literally maybe like $100 or something a week. So I was like, you know what? I got to go. So I found a job at H&M right across the street from the job that I was working at. And so I started working there, and I quit the job that I was at. So I'm working there. The money's looking all right from what they tell me I'm going to be getting. And so things at my cousin's house, everything, let's just say I had to leave my cousin's house. And so I immediately started looking for places to go, and like I found this one place, and I was like, cool, let me go visit it. So me and my cousin went to go visit this place, and when I walked into that place, it was dirty. Like, there was no facade. There was no there was no act put on for me to believe that this place was going to be clean. I am like, there's like just dirt everywhere. But you know, I was so desperate to get out. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to spruce this up. Yeah, let me move that over there. Put this here, you know, clean this up real quick. Oh, just straighten that up and I'll be good. So literally within, this all happened within 2 days. I looked for a place, found a place, and I was so desperate to get out, moved into that place. And I moved in, and the girl said that because it was a studio, that she was going to get a divider, you know, one of those, you know, big things, and I would have my space, she would have her space. Cool. I got in there, I cleaned and scrubbed, did all this stuff. Family came and helped me move in. So she gets the divider. I'm thinking, right, that it's going to be the big, huge, you know. Why is it so let's say, right, like this is the space that we have. Why does the divider come right here? I can see you. What is that dividing? I can see you as I'm sitting down and laying down. I can see you. Oh, this is like, Lord, this is crazy. And then she had a cat. The cat had hair all over the place, all over my stuff. And but I'm like, all right, you know. And in this situation, I didn't sign a lease. I was giving my money to her, and the rent was like $600, which was basically all that my check would come to at H&M. And it was like bi-weekly, so I wasn't making that much, and I had a student loan that would begin to kick in while I was living there, and that's like $500 something, and my parents was like helping me pay like a portion of it, but I had to like take on the majority of it. And so I'm like, you know, giving her my money, and I'm like hating these living conditions, but I'm like, Lord, you know, you gave me this space. I got a little place to stay and live. Cool. I got along with her. So what? It was an interesting situation, but we got along. And she would be out most of the time working. And I don't even remember how we stumbled upon this conversation, but somehow she got to tell me that she had left her job and she was now working freelance. Freelance. Okay. Freelance. But I'm thinking, you know, the bills are still paid. We're still in here. Everything's on. Everything's working. So I'm like, okay, all right, that's cool. So then I'm just gonna fast forward here. One day I'm in the apartment by myself, you know, locked the cat in the thing because I just couldn't deal with the cat purring and crying all day, and on my stuff. So I get a knock at the door, and I'm like, hello, who is this? Because, you know, we don't just open doors. We see who it is. And I'm like, I don't recognize this person. Like, I don't know who this person is. But he says who it is. So I open the door, and this person asks for, like, the head of the household. Like, that person is not here. And they're asking me all sorts of questions. I'm like, what are you here for? They proceed to hand me a paper that says eviction. Eviction? What is this? Eviction? What is this word, eviction? I don't know what eviction means. Like, what? Eviction? Like you want me to go? Like, I gotta get out. Like, I gotta leave. Like, in a certain amount of time, I gotta go. And it was like, I had to leave. And it wasn't 30 days, y'all. It was like, you gotta leave at a short span of time. I don't even remember, like, what it was. Or maybe it was 30 days, but I was just so frustrated. I'm just like, what is this? So, and it says at the bottom of the paper how much rent was owed. And I saw that rent was owed before I got there. And it showed certain documents of like money being received, but it was only my amount that was being received. So I'm like, were you just not paying and then charging me, thinking that it was going to cover what was, Okay. What is going on? Mind you, I'm out here to audition, y'all. So like, I had gone to auditions. I was doing callbacks and different things like that. That's H&M was providing those hours for me. And so I'm seeing this stuff. So I call my mom, y'all. This is so dramatic, y'all. I call my mom. She been lying to me. All this stuff going on. I was ready to throw these hands. Okay, and I don't mean like this. Okay, I was ready to go, and my mom and my best friend like, don't put your hands on. We ain't there. Blah blah blah. Just, you know, be like all this stuff, and I'm just so frustrated. So y'all, literally, I feel like this scene played out in my mind. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna confront her when she get home because I need to figure out what's happening. So like, she gets to the house, and I'm like, just sitting there, just wait, like with the paper in my hand. And I'm like, so I got this eviction paper today. And she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, so it says here that this, that, and the third have not been paid. She proceeds to tell me what's going on, and I'm like, so the rent wasn't being paid before I got in there. And she was like, no. I said, do you think it was right to let me move in here knowing that there was ample amount of months that you did not pay the rent? She was like, no, blah, blah. So basically, y'all, I was like just deceived. And so my mom, I was just like frustrated. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I had like moved in, and like, so, and I didn't have any money to go anywhere else because I was literally making what I was paying. It's just like no money. And so I called, like, talked to my mom, and she like calls another cousin because we have a lot of family out in New York. And by the grace of the Lord, my cousin was like, you know, I'll open my doors. This is a different cousin. Like, I'll open my doors to her, and she can come and stay with me. And within that week of getting that eviction notice, my cousin came and she moved me out. And that situation was like so tough on me. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, I had probably been in New York for like 6 months, 7 months. And I had already had 2 places that I was staying and was evicted and have no money, had 2 different jobs, but I'm like, yo, I'm trying to, you know, make this dream happen. But I think one thing that I did learn, and one thing that I think that I should, not even that I learned, one thing that I think I should have done was definitely prayed before the move. I just moved, y'all. I didn't like see if it made sense. I didn't ask any questions. I didn't look into it. I didn't try to save anything. I didn't pray, ask the Lord about anything. And so I want to give y'all, in these videos, there are going to be, I think it's going to be 3 videos, I don't know, but 3 things that helped me during this course of time. And one I want to talk about is, the first thing, or one thing that helped me, was unplugging. Like, during the whole, not just the situation I'm telling y'all about, but the whole time, like, it was times I just needed to step away from social media, step away from constantly talking with my friends on the phone all the time, and just like rest and like not do anything. And like at that time in my life, I had found a church. I had started getting involved in the church, and then I was auditioning, and then I was working. First I started out still working at that one place and the other place, and then I quit the other place and just working at the other, and just working at H&M. But it was still like a lot going on, and I was just like, I need to unplug and rest. And that's something that carried me along the rest of the craziness that's going to be coming. And I believe it talks about it in Mark 6, where it talks about finding just a place for a short time and just resting, and like the importance of that. Like, you know, you have so much going on, and like there are times you just need that stillness. You just need to just unplug. And prayer was a significant part of this whole journey that I was doing, but there were times where it was just really, really hard to just take that time to be with the Lord, and I would be so busy with other things. And so just like unplugging. Also, I think too, social media and television and all that stuff, it really plays a lot in your mental state, and like it causes comparison, and it causes all these different things. And like, I'm seeing friends who are making it, I'm seeing friends who are living lavish, and I'm here struggling, just got evicted. So unplugging, I think, would definitely be a great thing to do in a season of struggle. So stay tuned for part 2, 3, and I don't know how many of parts of living in New York for 2 years. So thanks, guys. Hopefully you'll be back.